Hi, I'm Jonathan with Acoustic Sounds in Salina, Kansas, and today we're going to be going over the new releases for November 17th, 2023. We're going to start off with some pre-orders from Blue Note today. Coming the 1st of December, McCoy Tyner Extensions is part of the Blue Note Tone Poet series, mastered by Kevin Gray at Coherent Audio from the Analog Master Tape. Also coming out the 1st from Blue Note, Grant Green, I Want to Hold Your Hand. And from the Blue Note Classic Vinyl series, coming the 15th of December, Grant Green, Green Street, and Sonny Rollins, Nuke's Time. Two Blue Note Classic Vinyl series titles we do have in stock today are Tina Brooks' True Blue and Night Dreamer by Wayne Shorter, both mastered from the Analog Master Tape by Kevin Gray, pressed on 180-gram vinyl, made in Germany. New from Mobile Fidelity, another Ultradisc one-step, The Eagles Hotel California, mastered from the Master Tape to DSD to an analog console to the lathe. Pressed at RTI, limited edition of 17,500. Last week we talked about the next three titles that are coming from the Analog Productions 75th Anniversary of Atlantic Records series, and just to reiterate what those are, Phil Collins, Hello I Must Be Going, Bad Company self-titled, and Genesis, The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. Now this one's special. This one's going to be a 4LP set, 45 RPM, cut by Chris Bellman at Bernie Grundman from the original Analog Master Tape. And it's going to come in this really nice deluxe jacket, printed at Stoughton, multiple gatefold, all the lyrics. Just a really, really nice tip-on jacket. From Craft Recordings, a 3LP set of Wes Montgomery, the Full House recordings, a 3LP set on 180-gram vinyl pressed at Optimal. Another record from Craft Recordings, Hot House, the Complete Jazz at Macy Hall recordings, lacquers cut by Kevin Gray at Coherent, pressed on 180-gram vinyl in France on 3LPs. From Choco Dog Records, Ween, The Pod, back on vinyl with a 2LP Fuscus edition with a download card included. From ATO and KGLW Records, a reissue of the 2016 King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard album Nonagon Infinity on a 2LP expanded edition with bonus tracks and demos. From BMG Music, a new album by Yusef and Cat Stevens, King of a Land. From Verve, a limited edition pressing on gold vinyl of Christmas songs by Diana Krall. Also from Verve, Back to Moon Beach by Kurt Vile. From Columbia, a drumless edition of Daft Punk's album Random Access Memory on 2LP 180-gram vinyl. From Arista, we have a couple of Whitney Houston albums, Special Edition The Preacher's Wife, original soundtrack album, and My Love Is Your Love, a 25th anniversary celebration. New from Dolly Parton, a 4LP album Rockstar with 30 songs, 9 originals, and 21 rock anthems featuring Elton John, Paul McCartney, and more. New from Muse, a 2 CD 3LP 20th anniversary set of Absolutely. From Mercury Records, a greatest hits album by Shania Twain, 25 of Shania Twain's biggest hits. We also have a 45th anniversary edition of Olivia Newton-John's album Totally Hot. From Craft Recordings, a 20th anniversary edition of Evanescence album Fallen. Two new albums from Flume, Arrived, Anxious, Left, Bored, and Things Don't Always Go the Way You Plan. From Warner Records, a new Christmas album by Cher on a ruby red vinyl. From Sire Records, Power by Ice-T, 35th anniversary of the platinum-selling sophomore album. Another album from BMG, The Kinks, The Journey Part 2, a Kinks anthology on black vinyl 2LP. From Atlantic Records, Winger, Chapter 1, The Atlantic Years, 1988 through 1993, the first ever collection of Wing's Atlantic recordings newly remastered by Ted Jensen. From BMG, the complete studio recordings from Stuart Copeland of The Police as Clark Kent, remastered on 2LP. From Decca, Vagabonds of the Western World by Thin Lizzy, a 50th anniversary 4LP box set. From BBE Music, Erto plus Flora, Sounds, Dreams, and Other Stories, a celebration, 60 years, made in Germany. From Walt Disney Records, Wish, a new soundtrack on 180-gram black vinyl. From Friday Music, music from the motion picture The Wedding Singer. From BMG, Mamouna by Brian Ferry, half-speed mastered at Abbey Road, pressed on 180-gram 2LP records. From Epic and Legacy, Bark at the Moon by Ozzy Osbourne. From Round Hill Records, Candlebox, The Long Goodbye, the final album after 30 years. From Deutsche Grammophon, Roger Eno, The Skies, They Shift Like Chords. From BMG, Katie Malua, Call Off the Search, 20th Anniversary Edition on 2 LPs. And now for an employee pick. And this week's pick comes from myself. And what I picked is King Crimson's 1973 album, Larks, Tongues, and Aspic. I had first ran across this album in the basement of an antique mall when I was digging through the records that they had down there, and I thought the cover was pretty neat. I didn't realize it was King Crimson until I had looked on the spine. I threw it on at home, and I was pretty blown away by how dynamic the record was, and I've loved it ever since. I love all of the auxiliary percussion that's in it. It's very tactile, mixed very well, and again, very dynamic. And if this is a record you would like to check out, if you're into progressive rock or avant-garde or fusion, it is available at acousticsounds.com in the link below. This version is a 200-gram version put out by Panegyric Records from the original stereo mix with the masters approved by Robert Fripp. And that wraps up the new releases for November 17th, 2023. If you haven't already, subscribe to our email newsletter and our YouTube channel. And if you saw anything that you liked in this video today, all the links will be in the description below. Thank you.
Please like and subscribe for more audiophile content.